Hi there, it's Dr. Maas, Doctor of Integrated Medicine. I'm a registered osteopath and I practice functional medicine with a subspecialization in genetics and epigenetics. Now, I know methylation is a really hot topic. There's a lot of confusion about it, and so I'm going to give you a really good, simple intro into what is methylation. Methylation is the ability of us humans, animals, to take plant stuff and be able to take that sun energy that's in the plants and be able to turn it into human energy. And it's a big step. On an evolutionary level, there's a massive amount of gene coding that lets us live day to day, minute to minute, second to second. This methylation should be happening around 50 billion times a second. And if it doesn't run synchronously, then there's going to be problems. Let me explain it to you in basic terms. You have 5 wheels, 5 roundabouts, like of traffic. And each of these traffic points has a certain job to do, and it's done in a certain order. It has to be done in a certain order because it's like a computer program. If it's done and downloaded in a particular way, then you're going to get a particular result. And all of these 5 wheels have to be working synchronously like a clock. The first wheel is basically folate. Number 1, folate, the plants. This is a leaf-based cycle. The second roundabout is to do with proteins. Every protein contains methionine in it. So you've got plants and you've got proteins, 1 and 2. The third roundabout that we look at is the liver, the transsulfuration, changing the way sulfur works in our body. And our livers need heat. It needs that sulfur molecule to actually fuel the detoxification like a volcano, because volcanoes are smelly like sulfur, right? So this is the sulfur pathway. The fourth area is basically the brain. So with that in mind, methylation can change the way our moods, our focus, our concentration, the level of ADHD or ADD we have, the level of anxiety, how we can power down. It's all kind of predetermined by your genetics that you've been given by your parents and your grandparents. And what can you do in this lifetime with your responsibility to your genes to actually make them work better? And if you want a better brain, better focus, better life, a happier state of mind, you've got to zoom into that. But you can only change roundabout number 4 if you've actually addressed 1, 2, and 3. The 5th roundabout is to do with urea, the removal of waste from the body, because if you've got complex life forms, it's going to generate waste, and that waste removal must be regulated. Of course, it's excreted via the kidneys. If you don't excrete it, you get neuronal damage. It pickles the nervous system. The bottom line on it is, simply put, methylation is about the transformation of plant and proteins into usable compounds that actually influence our detox, our immunity, our fertility levels, how bad our allergies are because histamines have to be methylated, detoxification in terms of our environmental exposure, heavy metals, viruses, vaccines, pesticides. It's all coming at us and we have to be able to methylate it properly. So getting these roundabouts with your B's, your D's and your SAMEs is absolutely critical. So let me chunk it down for you, right? Plants, protein, get your protein right. This is your liver. Get your liver supported. Get your brain working properly with your serotonin and dopamine balances. And number 5 is be able to remove the waste from your body effectively through your kidneys. And it requires those purple cofactors. And if you don't have enough of those purple cofactors, the B's, D's, and SAMEs, your health will get worse and worse as you live in this environment that's heavily polluted, heavily toxic, emotionally draining, and dopamine overstimulating.